on students, let's begin the class. As earlier, psychology means it's a science of behavior of human as well as animals. We have already seen it, but to make a remembrance, I've just quoted it. Psychology is not only the study of behavior of human beings but also animals, because without animals you cannot live in this world. When you come to the branches of field of psychology, there are two types. That is, it is applied psychology and pure psychology. There are two types of field in psychology, that is applied psychology and pure psychology. Few papers we say it is applied, few things we say it is pure psychology. Okay, coming to the applied psychology. What is it? Use of psychological methods and findings of scientific psychology to solve practical problems for both human and animal behavior. So, I think it is clear. It is application oriented papers or study. That is, we have a scientific or psychological methods to study to solve the problem, to solve a specific problem. It may be to human or even for an animal to tame it. To tame an animal, we have specific techniques that you have to keep food at correct time. You have to train it by taking it for walking. You have to train it for its peasing time. So, you train it. How you train it? With a scientific method. So, that is applied psychology. Few things are like mental health, business management, health psychology, education psychology, etc. For all these types of psychology, you have a specific method or scientific method so that you can use that method to solve the problem. If it is educational psychology, you have for career counseling, you have specific techniques, like you will have to go through all the careers available, and based on the students' idea, you have to help them. So, coming to applied psychology, we have different types of psychology, like clinical psychology. In this clinical psychology, mostly it deals with the mental illness or a abnormal behavior of a patient. See, if it is sugar, if it is a heart attack, if something a common illness for a person, we have a procedure of taking medicine, doing operation, and so on. It will probably for same sickness, the procedure for that treatment will be the same for the maximum. If you have lung disease, same treatment for 100 persons, it will be there. But when you come to psychology, we deal with human behavior, with humans and animals. Each animal or a human is unique. We know it from the beginning. So, we cannot apply one treatment to the another person. And when coming to mental illness, the abnormalities will be different to different people. No two illness will be the same. So, based on a person or a animal, specific scientific method will be used for each individual or animal. So, this type of study is known as clinical psychology, where the psychologist applies the treatment which is necessary for the person. And one more thing, this same technique cannot be applied to the another person, but the base may be taken. The scientific method or the approach used for this person can be used for the next person, but not the same treatment. So always this is a challenging job. Next comes the counseling psychology. to counsel a person, we need different levels and different types of scientific methods and a different approach. And when come to industrial psychology, when there is any problem in an industry, the human behavior and the relationship with the industrial environment, the techniques will be followed will be different. This is applied in the industry, so it is applied psychology. This is clinicals, counseling, industrial, school psychology, engineering, medical, everything is applied, so it is known as applied psychology. Then comes the school psychology, engineering psychology, medical psychology, and so on. Like we have legal psychology, political psychology, everything is there, where it is known as applied psychology, because in a school setup, what is the need of that school? It may be a international school, it may be a government school, it may be a matriculation school, and so on. Based on the need of the school and the students, a scientific method or approach will be formed, and that will be applied to the students. The same way comes to the engineering psychology and even for the medical psychology. And now the political psychology is another field. It is getting importance. We see even in the political field, to get more votes, there is a team which researches about the people mentality and what is the need of the hour and what can fetch lots of votes is analyzed, and the psychological mood of the people is analyzed. Based on that, strategies are formed, and like giving money or giving dresses or giving anything like work, and the vote bank is got by the political person and wins the political status. So this is all applied psychology, where application it is oriented. Next we can move to the next subject, that is pure psychology. Pure psychology provides a framework and theories. Its concepts deals with the formation of psychological principles and theories, its concepts, and the analysis, assessments, and modifications of the behavior. Like psychology is developed as a subject by Sigmund Freud, and from there we have lots of theories like humanistic approach, sexual approach, dream analysis, and so on. All the concepts and theories which helps us to come to the conclusion and to help the behavior of a person or a animal. These subjects is known as pure psychology. These are like general psychology. We can see what are the types of the psychology: abnormal psychology, experimental psychology, social psychology, developmental psychology, and comparative psychology. And we still have parapsychology, geopsychology, and so on. These types of psychology deals about the person's abnormal behavior, and an experimental study how to be conducted and how to deal with the social setup, because social setup maximum it will be common. Developmental psychology, we have many milestones in developmental psychology, like a person of this age, that is from the birth to first year, the child should develop all these things. That is the whether we can check whether the baby is in the correct milestone. He has to react to the people asking questions. He has to look where the people are showing. He has to identify his mother. and so on. We have different milestones for the development. Even for the age 50, 60, there is a milestone. So when that milestone is completed, we say okay, they are normal persons. If not, there is a lagging in the development. So based on already theories in concept form, this psychology is developed, that is known as pure psychology. So today with this applied and pure psychology, we can wind up the classes. Please do view my videos and comment. Please subscribe so I can have next videos sooner. Thank you.